Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Omochukwu, depending on your location. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share so that you will help us propagate the truth. The news update. Eze Chinedu Mozie, Igbo leaders in Lagos call on Sanwo-Olu to release the chief. Okay, the Supreme Council of Ndi Igbo in Lagos yesterday called on Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of the Lagos State to release one of their traditional rulers, Eze Chinedu Mozie, who was detained by the police after he challenged the talks that stopped him and his people from voting in the just concluded governorship and House of Assembly elections at the riverine community of Ibasa satellite town. Now the council stated that Eze Mozie was manhandled and beaten up after he resisted an attempt by the thugs numbering over 50 to lynch him, as he ran into the palace of the Bale of the community for refuge, only for the Bale to hand him over to the police, who arrested and took him to the State Criminal Investigations and Intelligence Bureau, Panti, Yaba, and is still being detained. So, in a statement by the chairman, vice chairman and secretary of the council, Eze Lawrence Eze Vincent Iwobi, and Eze Edwin Obi, they said, the victim and the Igbo community have lived peacefully with their host until the ugly incident and wondered why they should be restricted from exercising their constitutional rights in the same community. According to the statement, I quote, on March 18, 2023, Eze Mozie went out as the leader of Igbo community in Ibasa Riverine to exercise his constitutional rights of voting. In the course of doing this, he was accosted by Oba of Ibasa community, who bluntly told him that the Igbos were no longer allowed to participate in any electoral process in Lagos State, that it was an order from above. Eze Mozie explained that he has the constitutional right as a tax-paying citizen to exercise his voting right in his place of domicile. This explanation fell on deaf ears as the Oba authorized the youths of the community with masquerades to resist the Igbo community led by Eze Mozie from casting their votes by manhandling him. In a twinkle of an eye, it degenerated into physical exchange of blows with the use of cudgels, broken bottles, cutlasses, and all manner of dangerous weapons by the Oba and his people against the Eze and other Igbos. Consequently, Eze tried to defend himself to avoid being lynched and ran into the palace of the Oba, who immediately summoned the police to effect the arrest of Eze Mozie by the police from Panti, while Eze Mozie was bleeding profusely from all parts of his body, unable to walk or talk, and is currently being detained at Panti. End of quote. You have seen it now. The police in Lagos State, when they were contacted, their spokesperson said that they will investigate the report. Listen, this is what is happening. This is Lagos State. We have said the former colony of the British Empire and the former capital of Nigeria, and people have been staying there for many decades. I tell you. And like we said before, this is a state where Nnamdi Azikiwe, the Mbono Jikes, they were thriving, they did well. But until this man, they said they have elected as the president of Nigeria, come on board in 1999, the whole narrative changed. But we're talking about Lagos. Yes, in Lagos State. We have said it. This issue of Lagos, Yoruba, started with Bola Tinubu. We own Lagos. Lagos is our own. Igbos are strangers, this and that. This man, they said he's the president-elect today, started this whole thing. And one wonders, how he will unite Nigerians, that they have said, as they were speaking, the country is in disunity. The country is not just polarized, but it has gone to ethnic leanings and division and divides. All right. So how will this man, who is an ethnic bigot, how is he going to unite this country? So you have seen that it's practically undoable. All he was doing from now, as has been declared by the independent electoral commission, the umpire, the biased umpire, is to pay lip service to all these things. He will pay lip service to it, just coming and saying nonsense, because these things is not in him. The man has no democratic credentials. He lacks it. He is despotic, or authoritative, and is a tyrant. There's no two ways about that. You see, so the international community have seen what happened in Lagos, how a section of the country has been traumatized, humiliated, rejected, dejected for being an Igbo. You have seen the burden of Igbo man, and they will begin to appreciate the struggle for freedom by the Igbos, by the Biafrans. So it's not out of place. The reasons are there. They are not far-fetched. The international community, they have seen it. This election revealed it more of the struggle of MNK to liberate his own people from the clutches of these monsters and devil in human form, who ought not to be in leadership position. Yes, sincerely speaking. How will a human being in 21st century order for such recklessness, ethnic profiling, intimidation, harassment, even killing and maiming of others because of election, if not that the person is a devil in human form? Okay? He has not said anything up until the conclusion of the charade they conducted, and his own candidate declared the winner. And now he's talking about reconciliation. You have seen it. So, so the MNK is not digging on a winner anemia. What Nnamdi Kanu has been shouting, crying for the international community is what is just and right to happen in Nigeria, particularly for his own people. They are always the target whenever such things happen. His own people, the Igbos, always the target. So it's better that the international community come and actually declare this referendum. Yes, so that people will know their stand. That's the point we're making all this while. It's not a fight, it's not a war. So people go their separate ways. Look at what happened. Police is, aiding and abetting. You saw the Eze, bleeding profusely. You still arrested him. You saw talks around him. You apprehended him. You take him to a panty or your police cell. You are still detaining him. For what? What country are you running? Is this a banana republic? Of course it is. Needless of asking, this is a banana zoo, zoological zoo. Yes. So that is it.